This is the Fillmore residence. I'm in the backyard. We're going to be doing a quote for an initial cleanup and then recurring maintenance. This property is getting ready for to go on the market for a rental, so we're just going to be prepping that initially. And looking in this area, we just need to kind of blow out all the green waste. This wisteria wants to grow on the house, so we need to come in with a pole hedge trimmer, which I think it's a 12-foot height reach for us, and we're going to come in and prune back the wisteria a bit from the house, making sure it's never touching the gutters. And then as part of maintenance, we're going to keep that maintained so it doesn't grow in here anymore. This rock area, we're just going to blow out all of the debris, and then including this, we're going to use a string trimmer to knock all the weeds down as low as we can, rake it out, and then whatever's left over, we're going to spray the remaining weeds. As part of maintenance, we're going to be just kind of maintaining the status quo, keeping the bushes from getting into pathways, or plants getting into pathways, keeping them trimmed up. We're not gonna trim the palm trees or anything like that. That's gonna be just, if anything falls, we'll clean it up, but stuff that's on the tree, we're gonna leave it. Things like shaping hedges like this, we're gonna shape them regularly. Make sure that weeds are not growing in the planter beds and in the concrete joints. Stuff like this privet here, we're just going to maintain it, make sure it doesn't get any taller, so it's not covering too much of the window. It looks like about 4 feet high, 3 or 4 feet. For the cleanup, we are going to rake out all of the debris in here, blow it out, rake it out, and haul it. A lot of these natural looking plants, they're here, and then there's some on the other side of the pool. That's just going to need a little bit of hand pruning, and that's it, just to keep it from getting into pathways, so they're not obstructions. In this area, also raking out and blowing out the debris. And then on a regular basis, we're going to be making sure that these plants, the roses there, and then these redwood trees are not touching the gutters. So we'll just go through with a pole hedge trimmer and take care of that. Pretty much the same thing in the front yard, except there's more shaping to do, stuff like hedges like this one right here. There's more on the other side. You could see they've been trimmed already to stay away from the driveway, so we want to definitely maintain that. Don't let that stuff grow into the driveway. These irises right here, we're just going to keep trimming them regularly, so there's a pathway here. This rose, there's a lot of spent branches on here. In my opinion, I think we're going to cut it down about 3 feet high and then let new blooms come in, so it looks neater. This is the one lawn area. It's pretty much all kalinga and crabgrass, and I think I saw Bermuda in here, but we're just going to maintain it, keep it mowed. Same thing with these large hedges. Just keep them away from the house, and that's it. There's a beautiful camellia here. Just keep it trimmed so it's not encroaching onto the pathways, and so it's not getting any taller. When we see plants like this is actually a dead plant that we're going to remove it for the cleanup, and next to it is a separate plant that's a volunteer, so all of this is just going to come out. Weeds, leaves on a regular basis, we're going to keep that clean. All of these shrubs, they're all through the front yard. The pink blooming ones, they're all pretty much spent, so we're going to trim them down for the cleanup so they could bloom again. They're going to rebloom once they're trimmed. Come in here and then just find volunteers. There's some volunteers, some weeds that we need to get rid of. Keep these planter beds weed free. The crepe myrtles, well, there's weeds in here, but the crepe myrtles, there's 2 of them here. Just we're gonna hand prune them to control them so they're not growing into the sidewalk, but we're gonna allow the top growth on top so they're blooming nicely. And this is the property line right here where this fire hydrant is, all the way to that block retaining wall. Okay, that's it.